What's up guys, welcome back to another video on Pure Panorama. In this video I want to go over my inner conflict, my dilemma that I'm having with the HX35 that I was talking about in the previous video that I posted on the channel. So I have a couple of thoughts going through my head right now, and the first being that if I am to rebuild this turbo as it sits right now and we put it on the truck in its stock fashion, that will save me some money for the time being, and that money can be dispersed into other areas and buy other parts for the truck. For anybody who doesn't know or may be a new subscriber just stopping in for the first time, I do have a 2001 24 valve Cummins right here, as you can see behind me, and the original plan was to take that turbo and I was gonna ship it off to boot camp, have some work done to it, have it machined out so we had a bigger compressor wheel and a bigger turbine, and then we were gonna have it sent back to us and we were gonna go ahead and replace the HY35 stock turbo on my 01 Cummins with that and go from there. But some stuff has come up and the HY35 has been tired, it's been worn out now for quite a while, and I'm to a point where I really just want to get it off of the truck in hopes that it won't cause any damage or create any other issues. So that's where I'm at this point. So the last video that I uploaded to the channel, I was showing me starting to clean the compressor housing down and sanding off the cast marks and all that so that we could get it prepped for painting or powder coating, because I still would like to make it appear nice and look good, even if I just rebuild it and leave it a stock turbo for the time being. But the ultimate goal, the end goal at some point down the road, if we put it on the truck and have it just be a stock turbo, the ultimate goal in the end down the road would be to still have the machine work done on it, to have a bigger turbo on the truck, but still have it appear to be a stock turbo, which is what I want. Yes, I could go and we could dump a couple grand on an aftermarket turbo and we could, an S300 series or something, and throw it on the truck, but I want to keep the truck kind of looking as stock as possible, but still up the performance of it and get a little bit more horsepower out of it and all that good stuff. So where I'm at right now is, you see that the HY35 has some oil around the back of the compressor housing and around the oil return line where it fits up to the bottom of the turbo. So there's definitely some stuff going on with that, and I don't get into the truck all that much and really lay into the throttle to push it and stress it out any more than it has to be stressed out. So I think that I'm good as long as I'm easy on the truck like I usually am, and I just drive it like a normal human. If I'm not trying to blow the doors off of Honda Civics or soccer moms in their minivans and stuff. But sometimes that happens because people will ride my ass or they'll piss me off and then they'll try to pass me, and I'm sorry, but I gotta lay into the throttle and not let you get by. But anyways, I don't need to go off on a tangent about that stuff. We're talking about the HX35 and the HY35 that come stock on these automatic trucks from 98.5 to 2002. Now they put the HY35 on the 98.5 to 02 trucks with the auto transmissions because the transmission was the weak link. So basically Dodge knew before they sent the trucks off to the dealerships to sell them that the tranny was weak. That's why they put a slightly smaller turbo on the truck so it didn't create as much boost and want to push more power through the truck and cause that weak link to fail. So that is why I went and purchased the HX35, because it is slightly bigger and it will in fact create a little bit more boost, give us a little bit more power, and even in its stock fashion it will still hopefully respond well enough with the 125 horsepower injectors in the truck. If we were to get a cold air intake and do an aftermarket intake horn so that the airflow was really good, I believe that the stock HX35 would perform pretty well with the 125 horse injectors, and I feel like that'd be good. I'm not looking to get 600, 700, 800 horsepower out of the truck, man. I just want it to have a little bit more pep than what it has coming from the factory, which is honestly, I think my 4-year-old daughter could pedal faster on a bicycle than what this truck makes from the factory. But we want to get a little bit more power out of it. If a little over 400 horsepower mark would be good. Really, you don't have to go and beef a transmission up too much for around the 400 horsepower mark, and that's plenty for what I do in my day-to-day life with going to work and maybe wanting to pull a trailer here and there. Not to say that if we ever got a different truck later on down the road, we couldn't just go balls deep into something like this or get a different truck to try and get bigger horsepower numbers, but that's not my goal right now. That's not what I'm looking to do. Right now, I just want to get this thing in tip-top shape so that it is a good, strong, reliable, everyday work truck, but still has a little bit of pep in its step and can have fun blowing the doors off of Civics once in a while if I want to have fun out on the streets and play around a little bit with it. So that's what we're trying to do, and that's honestly why I'm also thinking of just rebuilding the HX35 the way it sits and throwing it on the truck. A, it gets that HY35 off so that we don't have to stress about that being on there and being tired and worn out, and then we can get that one rebuilt and set it to the side in case we ever need it as a backup, or in case we ever have to. Sorry, the cars and trucks and stuff going by right now are so loud. They're loud as it is, but it rained, so the tires are even louder. So if you hear that, I apologize. But like I was saying, if we can rebuild the HY35 and just get the HX35 on and set the HY to the side and have that kind of as a backup in case we were to ever have to take the HX off or whatever, the truck wasn't down, it's always good to kind of, if you can, have some spare parts laying around just in case. You never know when you'll need them. So that's kind of what I'm thinking and whatnot. And like I said, there's gonna be a point in time sometime down the road where I will want to still have the machine work done on the HX35, but right now I think it'd be better to just go ahead and rebuild it. I got the kit, like I said, but I may honestly buy another rebuild kit too, one that comes with a few other bits and pieces so that I can combine the two of them and really get this thing into tip-top shape. I still have to source out a few more parts, some bolts for the exhaust, the elbow that goes to the downpipe. Got to get some bolts for that. And I also have to get a couple other things that I'm looking for. Got to order in gaskets. I need gaskets for the oil return and for where the turbo bolts up to the actual exhaust manifold. And I would like to also do a new exhaust manifold with the turbo as well. I don't know if that will happen right now when I get it on the truck, but we are going to be looking to do that relatively soon and not have this one on the old stock factory manifold for too long if we do have to stick it on that manifold. But that's what I'm talking about right there. So if we build it stock like it sits and just get the HY off the truck and put the HX in it, then that saves us a little bit of money from having that machine work done right now, and it gives us the ability to go and buy other parts or put it towards the new manifold and other things that the truck needs. The cold air intake, the intake horn. There's plenty of things aside from just regular general maintenance type of stuff that I want to get for the truck and do for the truck that I think will help it in getting it a little bit more horsepower and giving it a little more oomph out on the street. And I really just kind of want to focus on trying to do as much as I can at the moment and bring more content to the channel. So I'm just trying to think smart here, not to backpedal on what I was saying or try to not do what I said I was gonna do, because I don't want anybody to be upset with me for that. But I feel like it's more of a win for you and I both and the channel if I'm able to pick up more parts and do more with the truck and pump out more content. So if anybody's against that, go ahead, let me know down in the comment section, beat me up there. But if you're for that and you're on board with me and you'd rather see that and have the ability to get more content on the channel and see what we can do with the truck in a quicker time span, then go ahead and tell me that down in the comment section too. I want to hear opinions from everybody who comes across the videos down in the comment section so that I can get that feedback and we can go with it and run with it. And then I can do what I see is best and what everybody wants with the channel to keep everybody entertained, to keep the videos coming that people want to see. That's what this is all about. I need to hear feedback from you guys. I need to know what you want to see, what you guys might be struggling with or needing to figure out and stuff. If you want to see different repair videos or tutorials or whatever it is, man, I'll do what I have to and what I can to help you, and I'd love for you to do what you can to help me back in return and help one another down in the comment section. So that's where I'm at. Probably just gonna rebuild the HX in the stock form, throw it on the truck for right now just so we can get the different turbo on there. And like I said, we're gonna be ahead as it is, just leaving it stock, because it is a slightly larger turbo than the HY35. So either way, we can't go wrong, and later on down the road we can go ahead have that other work done, get a bigger compressor wheel and stuff in it, and go that route. And also, like I said in the last video, if we do it this way, we get to compare how it is stock and then compare that to how it is after we get it machined out, and it's forcing a little bit more boost up through the truck. But that's it for now. I just wanted to kind of get that off my chest and let you guys know a little bit more about what I was thinking and what my dilemma was with this whole turbo problem in swapping this one for that one and stuff, because it's kind of just been bugging me and on my mind. And I want your opinion. Would you guys, I would think you guys would want to see more content coming to the channel, hopefully in a quicker time span, and me being able to buy more parts and goodies for the truck so that we can do more with it in a quicker, I can't talk. In a quicker time, in a quicker time span. So there we go. Now that I am all tongue-tied and can't talk, I'm gonna wrap this one up here. Hit that like button if you're pumped up for spring and summer and just getting out there with your buddies, your trucks, having fun, whatever it is, dirt bikes, four-wheelers. Just hit that like button for that simple reason, because winter is gone, spring is here, and we are in for some fun times. Subscribe if you are new, just hit that button. Don't even think about it, because we're gonna have plenty of stuff going on, whether it's with my truck, my friends' trucks, whatever it is, we are gonna have plenty of stuff going on and you're not gonna wanna miss it. So just hit the subscribe button and I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, and by the way, my finger, focus. My finger's not bad, man. It's healing up pretty decent. So I don't know how well that's focusing, but there you go. That's the aftermath after 3.5 weeks. Scab should fall off soon and we'll be good to go. And in case you haven't noticed, I said screw it. I've been bored for far too long and we're out here working and getting dirty. So the videos will be flowing. And one last thing, if anybody has any good pointers, tips, tricks on how to separate this damn exhaust housing off the bearing housing of this turbo, you gotta tell me in the comment section, because this thing is wrestling me, putting up a hell of a fight. It's not budging with the torch, with the penetrating oil, with a dead blow, with a 3-pound, 4-pound mallet hammer, whatever the case is. The thing just won't move, and it's getting me frustrated. And if I get frustrated enough to a certain point, I'm probably just gonna ship it off to boot camp, have it all worked on and machined out, and have it sent back a new child and put it on the truck. But right now, I'm literally like stumped as far as what else to do to try and separate that exhaust housing. So if you got any ideas, you've ever done one, pulled one apart, tell me down in the comment section, because I'd love to know so I can get this sucker cracked open. Pretty soon you'll be up there crawling. Shortly after that you'll be walking, and then you'll be climbing up on the front bumper of the truck and turning wrenches.